Just left a doctor's appointment right at the time that Goodwills were opening in the town. So, of course, if I'm going to buy one, I need to go check it out. So, I don't really know much about this piece. I couldn't tell who was the maker. Absolutely love this long basket, but I don't think that's kind of a quick sell type of item. So, let's just take a look. I was just here last week, so just seeing what's on the shelves. Now, last week, these shelves were packed. They're a little bit sparse here on a Monday morning, but, there's always something that might be new on the shelves. This town has 2 Goodwill, so I popped over and went to the other one. There was nothing on the shelves. I did stop at the Salvation Army in between going here, but there was nothing to share with you. It was all the same from when I was there. But I'm looking at the cart to see, since I'm not the first one here, and when it opened, I'm sure that these have already been picked over with any yummies that I might have been interested in, but you just never know. You got to take a look. I noticed this fur right off the bat, and I'm like, what? I'm like, well, it's not taxidermied, but it definitely looks like it's made out of real fur. It has some thrift regret at this store that there was a big older vintage canister with a wooden lid, and then after editing the video, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have bought that, because I could have painted the lid and put a label on it, that darn thrift regret. So that was one of the reasons I needed to pop into this Goodwill to see if it was still there, and I am not finding it. I'm seeing lots of other things that weren't there the first time, but like these little skunk collection. Thought this little trio was so super cute, but they look like they're souvenir pieces, and I don't know how well souvenir pieces sell. So let's pop over to the wood section, because that's one of my favorite sections to make over, but I'm not having a lot of luck lately finding anything that I can envision making over. I'm going to check out these wreaths, but I can't say that these wreaths have been selling that much lately, and this blue enamelware, I'm not sure about that either, but I do think I'm interested in this beautiful metal star at $6.29. So I decided I was going to treat myself after a trip to the ER on Sunday morning. In the middle of the night on Saturday, I woke up with a Charlie horse on my left leg calf that was just unbearable, and the next morning when I got up, I couldn't really walk on my leg, and that was one of the things that threw me to go to the emergency room in the first place and find out that I had blood clots. And that was one of the things that the doctor said to watch for if I had like a deep thrombosis, I believe it was called, to then head over to the emergency room. Luckily, it was not a blood clot, which they would have been surprised with all the meds that I'm on for blood clots. But anyway, when I was at the emergency room, my levels were a 2.0, and I needed to be at a 2.5. So I was happy about that, which the 2.0 meant I still needed to have shots in my stomach. So Sunday to Monday, I go to my every 3-day blood check appointment, and my levels went from 2.0 to 2.5, which means I don't have to have shots in my stomach. Yes. So my next appointment isn't for over a week, or a week. It's a week away. So that is awesome. So I decided, you know what? I don't have to rush home really to have to. I mean, I have things all set out, ready to do things, but I'm like, you know what? I have given up so much, and then not being able to do too much with the leg thing. My leg is better. I decided to work out my leg cramp. Going antiquing. I went to a couple of Goodwills, and the Salvation Army. Only really walked out of one Goodwill with some stuff. So I drove the 20 minutes away from Battle Creek to Galesburg to go to Burgess Antiques. So I thought I'd take y'all in, and we were here just a while ago, and I love this store. So we'll see if there's anything new on the shelves, and I'll share them with you. Off the bat, I spy this beautiful cast iron mailbox. Look at the numbers, the lettering, green in color. It is a Griswold. It is gorgeous. I can't believe this little picture is still here, but for me, I don't need another one in my collection. but I always consider these a desirable ironstone piece. Little teddy bear that is brass is so cute. I'm just attracted to brass animals always. We're definitely in the season of getting out your Halloween, your fall decor. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love those little pieces. And I was trying to check out the prices, but then I'm like, oh, that's not bad on that little cat. And then I realized, oh, it's $95. And I'm sure that it is well worth it. You know how you have to weave your head in and out trying to figure out what that tag says. This little frog caught my attention. I think he might be chalkware or cement. I'm not sure, but oh, he's so cute, in great shape. Oh my goodness, these little saddles. I don't know if they are like dollhouse saddles or they're store samples. They are super cute and at $8 a piece. I think that's a steal. I didn't even look them up. I didn't even think about it twice. Now I'm headed to one of my favorite booths at Nashville Antiques, tucked in a little corner, and I spy this little buggy bench, which is in great shape. I'm not sure, like you have to have the right mindset of how you'd want to display it. Then I spy the sample up here, and I know it's a newer piece, but I think primitive folk art people would just love that piece. Oh, I always love the shape of these chairs. I think it's gorgeous. Even in the gray paint, it is well painted. A little shiny for me, but I was trying to find the price tag. I think I finally did, and it was only $20. Oh, what a great little accent chair. So you can see why I love this booth. Yes, look at this little picture. White ironstone china. Oh my gosh, the detail is beautiful. You know, I'm a fan of these older scales, and I love the tray on the top, though I'm on the fence if it's the original tray or not. It's still a beautiful piece. And of course, I spy some clocks, so I have to go ahead and check them out. The graphics are just amazing on these old Art Deco metal clocks. The thing I'm surprised that's still there is this beautiful swung vase with the hobnail at the bottom. It just takes that right person to come along. If I had a dry sink with no basin and pitcher, I would definitely grab this one. I am attracted to it every time I come here. It's by this grain measuring bucket. It's an oldie, y'all. And at $55, it's like right at that point that's a good price for somebody who's buying it. But I don't really care for the felt on the bottom. And I was very intrigued by these very bright colors, so I had to follow it. I'm like, what the heck is this? Oh my gosh, it's like a fair carnival winning toy. Look at his face. $10 is going to make somebody's day. Few folk art auctions I've been to, these checkerboards have gone really high. Too bad that it has that paint damage. I don't even know how you would get that off without hurting the original piece. Now seeing this piece, my mind was just rolling. Like, okay, how could you decorate it with it? What could you make it into? And this mushroom board is just darling. And my mind, of course, is going again as a crafter, like, air dry clay, could I make that? And honestly, I don't know why I didn't grab this firkin without a lid. I think that tag said $19. I guess I must have got distracted by something. Yeah, it was it was this rocking horse. Oh my gosh, I wish they would sell as much as I love them. And I notice that in other people's booths too. We love them and they just kind of sit. If it's a piece of ironstone, you know that I'm going to check it out because I am a fan of these type of pictures. I need one more picture. I'm on the hunt for one more picture with some type of an animal on the handle. I have a lion and a dolphin right now, and I need to add one more to a decor that I just did in my home. Oh, beautiful piece. Would find a place for this yummy sign. Oh my gosh. I love everything about it. Been on a hunt for a mini bat for a display that I want to make for y'all, but I still need it to be minier, but maybe that's the only size they come in. School display is just an Instagram post waiting to be seen. Oh my gosh. It is gorgeous. It's a double threaded, and then that wooden base with the metal. Yeah, I love everything about this piece. I've had good luck with checkerboards lately, some primitive folk art type, so I'm kind of keeping my eye out for designs because I'm hoping to reproduce some. After the auction we went to and I lost a school bell at $300, this one seems like a deal, but they're gorgeous. Just something about this type of bump pan that it is just, the graphics on it is amazing. Do you agree? This is a nice size Mexican pottery kitty. It is signed Mexico on the bottom. It usually has some amazing architectural salvage. Look at these lions. What would they have gone on? That chippy goodness. And I think the price tag says $600 a piece. And hello, they're well worth it. We have this metal piece. Oh my gosh. Though I'd probably paint it a little bit different. It is gorgeous. And I think $69 seems like a great deal. These bingo rollers are just a great display piece. And this one's a little bit on the newer, but you could spray paint it black to make it look older. I think it's awesome. And I did spy the pack of bingo cards that might have came with it or may not have because they look a little bit on the older side. Oh, that's a nice stack. Then just to torture me a little bit, I'm at the booth where all the wonderful clocks are. And you know, these, I'm weak. I am very weak when it comes to these beautiful metal old retro, especially when they're a Big Ben or a Baby Ben, but they're priced good. I spy this table of jadeite, and of course I have to take a look, and I'm of course going to take a moment to look up the pieces because I love having a display of jadeite in my booth myself. So I'm going to take a moment here and look some of it up. This is one of the pieces I said, if it was still here, I'm going to bring it home with me. Beautiful paper mache bunny caught my eye, and once you touch it you know it's very old. The tag says that it's a German piece for $74, and I watched them go higher than that at auction. This is one of the newer booths here, and I am loving on it. These frames were awesome, though I forgot. Distracted must be because I left them behind. Oh, it was the bucket of spools that attracted me. At this lonely little blow mold lamb sitting over here, so I did go over and take a little gander because I thought, well, if he's priced right, I do think he would be shippable. Here I go again, finding another rocking horse. Look at the color of this rocking horse, the age of it, the graphics on it. Oh my gosh, though I couldn't find a price to share with you all, it is just an amazing piece. Here's another piece that I was interested in, not to buy, but actually to remake. I think that's a great idea. I love what it says. I love this little pixie covered dish, but I feel like it should have been part of a set. Now here are those vintage hat forms. I think that they should get them off the ground so people can see them a little better. I'm surprised they're still here. The patina on these spice jars, they almost have that copper look to them. Oh, they are beautiful. Now the tag says that they are old and they have a good price, but man, they're beautiful. I don't know why in today's world we still don't use these doorknob plates, but I love this rusty white chippy one. I wonder if this is the doorknob that went with it, though I don't need the doorknob. I really like that plate. Another little bunny, and I don't know why twice now I've looked at this little bunny, and I'll probably regret it when I get to the season of decorating with bunnies that I didn't pick him up. look at this tall swung vase. Though it's on the skinny side, it's the height that interests me. And the nice amber color. Oh my gosh, that is priced to sell. I know I can make a profit on this piece. Who are these little fishbone plates? Oh my gosh, it's the whole stack of them. On the same booth with the swung vase, and I noticed hidden behind this little wooden kitty that she had some mushroom pictures, so I need to go down and check those out on the bottom and move that so you could see them. But she's got them right on. That's exactly what I would be selling them for, but wow, they're nice painted pieces. That one's that $20 for this creamer, but it doesn't have the lid. And then this one is $65. So nope, I'm not picking those up, but they're great. I'll unhide them. Though this is a clear glass, it is a well-made thick piece of glass. Viking owl still had the tag. This is the same booth that I picked up at that other fairy house. I call them fairy houses. I'm not sure exactly what that glass on them, the metalwork on them, and it's only $10. It's a great idea to paint an old oil can. I'm not sure if Chris would like that idea, but I do. Little mushroom salt and pepper shakers are just so super sweet. Oh my gosh, look at this beautiful painted horse on velvet. Nothing like doing a little price checking compared to the one booth with the jadeite mixture to the other to the jadeite Fire King mixer. The prices are about the same. I love creating with items like this, though it's retail price, but that is a beautiful stirrup. Little banister finials do sell really well, so if it's priced like $5, it's a great deal. Lucky enough to have a booth with a window to display your beautiful glass like this. Oh my gosh, I'm checking out the fairy lights. They are right on the price for retail, but that red canister set just glows in that window. See a lot of craft pieces in this booth, so maybe they did craft it or maybe they picked it up. It definitely looks like an IOD mold to me. I had to check out this tree. He is ceramic. He is not, you'd almost think plastic, but then I spy these canisters behind here, and I picked up that whole set at auction not too long ago. Unfortunately, my flower has a crack in it, but cool set. To check out one last item, and it's going to be this little kitty cat Blue Mountain pottery. Oh my gosh, 18, it's right on for retail. It's so super cute. I love those pieces. And then how sweet are these little mom and dad mice. Well, I'm not sure how much video I took of the shelves since I was just here, but man, I am happy to say that I got some treasures. Woo, I can't wait to get home and share them with you all. They should be kind of fabulous. So my total spend at Burgess Antiques was $331 and some cents, and I got so many boxes for that price that Ken, the gentleman working, and his wife Karen, that I've seen at lots of Stanford auctions, he helped me carry my boxes out. How sweet of him. Well, that was fun. I wasn't expecting to go antiquing today. I knew I had a later appointment at the doctor's, and I knew I needed to go to Hobby Lobby and grab something. And so I'm like, well, it's later and it's the 9:30 time and Goodwill opens at 10. So I had really good luck at the one on the other side of town, and I forgot a hair product. I forgot my gel with all the stuff that I needed to buy. So I'm like, oh, I'll stop there. So, and I'm glad I did. So, I mean, I didn't get a ton, there wasn't a ton on the shelves. It definitely changed from like Thursday to Monday, which it does. The Goodwill shelves always does. I did pick up the rusty, crusty galvanized. It was $5.29. I know it's you can tell by the tag it's newer, but it's been outside, so it's done its time. So it is beautiful, beautiful age on it. And then the 3-piece canister set for $10.29 might sound a little like, but I think I can get $29.95 out of this size. My cat's digging under the couch. There must be a toy that he wants. But, with the 3 sizes, I've seen the smaller size version. Still has coffee. Still smells like coffee. So, oops. So I thought these were great. Just clean them up, and I don't need to paint them or anything. So I don't think $29.95 is too much to ask, and that's like a $19. That's like a $19 profit. And then the last thing I did, I usually don't pass up any crocks, and there's this crock. And really, if you soak the crock, this will come off. That's already coming off. This is just, it would have had a lid. It was $7.29, but this is a great like vessel vase for some fall flowers. Then at the other Goodwill, pickings were slim. So, and right at the very end, I spied a star that does need to be repainted. Just this white star. It was $6.29. It does have a hanger on it, and I can't make these over fast enough. As soon as I put them in our outdoor booth, they sell. So I really would like something with some size to it, because $6.29, and I could probably get 18 out of that. So I really couldn't get 20 out of it. 24, it would probably sit. So especially having an outdoor booth where things are in the element, I rather have them flip fast if I can. But Burgess Antiques in Galesburg, just thank you. I had just been there. I just shared a video with you all on it. Yeah. So I thought I'm not going to probably find too awful much, but I'll be darned. Don't ever say that. I even say that because when I go like weekly to my area's antique stores, it seems like I always find something. People are always stocking. People are always changing their stock out, switching it over, or you get a new booth. Love that. So I have a lot to unwrap because they wrapped everything. She and her husband wrapped everything so well. So the first thing, because it's easy and it's right here, that swung vase. Oh yeah, amber color, swung vase. It's on the skinnier side, but it is tall. It's fingered, and I believe it was only $45. So I could definitely make money on that. And maybe it was because it has a water line right there. And so a couple days of doing, and maybe even one, doing the denture cleaner and letting that do its work, that should help that come off. If anything, I can throw a little bit of wink in there, which is a rust remover, if it doesn't come off. But I thought that was great. The height is wonderful on that. If it was a small vase, like into this size, I probably would have left it. But being that it's got to be 18, 20, I don't know. It might even be more than that. Because of the height is what made me not pass it up. Now, if I set it down, I'm hoping Tater, who is investigating everything right now. So one of the newer booths there, she had all these spools that I know that I can double my money on. So I picked those up. So there's these 4. There was only one of these little guys. And then there was 2 of these. Look at that yummy color on these. Oh, Lordy. That is some yummy color on these spools. So I thought that was a great find. And the 2 corbels at $18 a piece. I know that I can double my money on these, especially the uniqueness of it and the chippiness. And I don't have to do anything to them. Salvage sells. It does sell. So I thought that was a great deal. I know that this sampler is not old, but if you decorate in primitives, it was $18. I know I can double my money. I think it is gorgeous. write up some primitive persons, because you can tell it's a little newer because of the fresh back. But oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And I think somebody along the line either it was that way or they added some gold buff patina around it. Awesome. That was an awesome score. Okay, next box, another piece of salvage. This was $5. I would probably try to sell it as is first for like $15. And if it doesn't sell, I can bring it home. Looks like it had some paper on it. I could sand that off. But yeah, these little things sell. I mean, they're not like you put them in your booth and they sell tomorrow by any means, but takes that right person. And I can't believe I found that same booth that I got a glass. I call them glass fairy houses. I don't know what they're necessarily called, but that's what I call them. She had another one. Now, I really have to look to see, like, is it the same one? Or is it a little bit different? And I don't really remember, but I love the patina of the house. I love that you can open it up and you can put a light in it. Nothing's cracked. The door's still workable. The beveled, the glass. Oh, can you tell I like it? Yeah. The fun of shopping is you're like, yeah, if I had a spot for everything, I'd pick up. So, oops. I did get the lamb blow mold for $20 because when I looked it up on eBay, it's not in the season right now for blow molds. But if you're looking for a blow mold of a lamb to finish your nativity, this is a great opportunity. And they look like they were selling for about $45 on eBay, and this is definitely a shippable size. I had picked up some candy corn molds at an auction, and those sold super fast. So I don't mind getting like smaller ones that I can ship because, as I've said in the past, Hog Creek, where antique booths are, we are full. Like one guy from California bought 80, if not more, blow molds and had them shipped to him, had a moving company come, and anyway, and it hardly even made a dent. That's how many blow molds are in that store. So if you're looking for a blow mold for a holiday, not just for Christmas, come to Hog Creek because you're going to find some. I know that I just showed a video of it, but I don't think I went upwards so you could see all the blow molds, because a lot of the dealers have them up in the air. I need to set this down because now Tater is like climbing around on stuff. I'm sure sooner or later you'll see Tater in a second. He's working his way around. I could not help myself. Oh my goodness. Rusty, crusty, white. I wonder if that doorknob went with this. It might have, but I love the plate. I just absolutely love that. You know, we just don't do that anymore. We just put doorknobs on our doors now. We don't have any fancy plates at all. I was excited about that jadeite and the prices of the jadeite because I know the prices that I can get at my booth. So I'm unwrapping berry bowls right now. So I just picked up one set of the berry bowls because they were right there where I can make a profit reselling them. But they were right there. So I didn't want to go crazy and buy all 8, which I probably will regret. But so yes, Fire King, jadeite, berry bowls. So cute. I was happy about that. I have a whole display of jadeite in my booth, and I like to keep it full. So I ended up buying quite a few of that dealer's pieces. I got the plate. I haven't had a plate in a while. And since I do spy everybody's jadeite in their booths, I know, like, okay, well, that's the cheapest I've seen it. So I feel as if I was safe picking it up. Along with the platter. I don't know if I've ever had a platter. I've seen the platters way more than what she had the platter for. And it does say Fire King on the back. So there's that. So it's not terribly new piece. I know that you can like Google, like maybe I can screenshot it, like the errors of what the, like kind of like Faster where it has the big F and the little F. They kind of tweak like every so many years of what their labeling is. That's what I was trying to spit out. And I find on pieces like this, people do not care. It has a little bit of the wording left of coffee. People do not care that the lid is missing. This one, it says MCK. I don't know what MCK is. It's not Martha Stewart, but it says MCK on the bottom. McKee. Anyway, I think it's gorgeous. I love the color. I don't have my light on me to see if it's glowy glass or not, if it glows for the age of it. I did pick up those bingo cards because they just have that hue of green blue to them. And there was a whole bunch of them. And you guys have been so awesome supporting me, buying some of these for your own decor. So thank you. And it's a whole grouping of them. And then I had thrift regret when I left this guy behind. And he's tiny. He's not tiny, but he's a tiny version of the lamb cake mold. So, and then they had marked him down. So, I don't know. I think he's gorgeous. So, was happy that he was still there and meant to be mine. And that little froggy was so cute. I think it's a cement piece that's been painted, but holding the flowers, there's no chips or cracks on him. And at $5, I know that $14.95 I should be able to resell him for. And then the last two pieces, those small, tiny saddles for $8, whether I could put these in a vignette or just resell them. Oh my gosh. So, we got two different styles of saddles. I don't know if they were like models or if they were supposed to go on a horse. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I didn't Google them because they're little. Everything that's little is so awesome. So that's my haul. Yeah, I was happy. Unexpected. I wasn't planning on doing that today, but it has been so, we are just in the heat of summer right now, and we don't even live in one of those states. So to be in the 90s right now at this point of July is a little bit on the extreme side. We've had lots of rain and lots of humidity, and my poor plants don't know what they're doing because it rains on them and I can't miracle grow them and I have to wait to early morning or late at night. I told you that Tater would get in the frame sooner or later, smelling everything. So yeah. So I would love to miracle grow and feed my plants, my potted plants, but man, you can't find the right time of the day. And if you feed them when it's so hot, it burns the roots. So there's that. So hopefully they're getting the nutrition they need from all the rain that we've been getting, but the grass is growing and Chris mows in 90-degree weather when he gets home, but oh my gosh. Anyway, let me know about your weather in your state. I know that we've had hurricanes and it's been wet. Yeah, it's been a crazy weather season this year. So thank you for going along with me. I know I didn't show a ton because I just took you there. You just saw that. So just trying to show anything that I thought was different and that had changed out. So again, thanks for going thrifting with me, because I do thrift at an antique store. So again, thank you for watching. If you're new and you're checking out this channel for the first time, I love to go shopping for secondhand finds, not only to resell, to decorate my own home with, that I share here in the channel. Not only to decorate my own home with, but we have another channel, the Journey channel, where we show auction hauls and how I decorate and style it up in my own home. Along with on this channel, I love to flip items and paint them over. Today's, other than a star and a crock, I really didn't find anything that I needed to make over, which a lot of times I do find that at an antique store. So again, hit that subscription button if you're not already part of our YouTube family. And we will see you next time, guys, and you can see what we're up to. Bye. Yes. Yes, what are you doing? Are there new smells? Is there all these new smells? Smell, smell, smell. Yeah, tell everybody hi. Tell them hi. Say hi. Mom was gone all day. Did you see the smells?